What is going on, everyone? Overfletch here, and today I'm bringing you another Fletch Rambles video. So, in this one, usually I have a topic for the video, but this one I'm deciding to go without a topic and just kind of talk. I just haven't been able to do that in a long time. By a long time, I mean a couple weeks, because I made an update video I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, something like that, and yeah, I remember that. That was at right at 200 followers, not followers, what subscribers? It's the same thing. 200 followers, whatever you want to call them. But so, right now the channel's at 420. Actually, speaking of, so pretty herblord dank right there. But yeah, I decided just to make a new one, and I was actually going to make one on the Q&A that happened yesterday as a recording. But my feeling is I'm gonna do that probably maybe in a couple days. I don't know. I'm just not feeling doing the Q&A, the one about the Q&A. I kind of just really want to do this one where I just don't have to think about anything. I just talk. I haven't been able to do that. So of course, there's a few things I want to talk about, but of course I really don't have thing is I don't script these. They're very unscripted. They're just what I want to talk about. Oh, a hand cannon. So yeah, speaking of, that's why I'm here. I'm trying to get hand cannons. And I don't know how many I want. Maybe a couple. Maybe I'll just stay here the entire rant, and then I'll go do something else off screen. But yeah, I just got the first hand in Canada of many, so maybe we can get a couple of those. Also, if I get a dragon pickaxe, I'm heavily sorry to anyone that wants one as dry or something, and I get one by accident. That's not the goal here. It's just for fun and for hand cannons, because I'm actually augmenting my gear right now, which I think I brought. No, I guess I didn't bring it. Okay. Well, you'll see that in the video. Speaking of the Ironman Completion Series, I have not made a video in like 2-3 days. And one will be out tomorrow. So, yeah, that's not done. Because I know I've gotten actually a few messages, people asking me when's the next episode, when's the next episode, make the next episode, but it will be out tomorrow, as in the whatever Thursday is. I don't even know the days. Honestly, I miss the days so many times, so much throughout my days. By that I mean the date. I think today's the 24th of August. I mean, I know it's August, but I honestly forget what day it actually is. As in the 24th, 25th, all that stuff. I a lot of times I just don't pay attention, and then I don't even realize it's been a month. Okay, speaking of, I actually did have some things I want to talk about, but it's not, of course, not scripted. What I meant to say. So, I actually want to talk about the channel itself. So, this week I haven't posted as many videos for this current week, but this is a very busy week for my channel at the moment. So, if you guys follow my Twitter shenanigans, which, by the way, it's at Overfletch, you can follow me. I post a lot of, I just post RuneScapes. It's only RuneScape related. Okay, I lied. It's some other stuff, but it's mostly RuneScape related, so if you enjoy RuneScape Twitter, hit me up, but enough of the sellout. On Twitter, I believe Sunday, I teased my first guide that is actually going to come out this next Sunday. So I teased that, which, if you haven't seen that, then you probably don't know what it is, but I'll go ahead and tell you, since if someone's really curious, they'll just look and they'll have to, do something, but basically, it is I don't know, if you've watched some of my videos, you'll understand this one very fast. If you watch my earlier videos, episode 6, maybe, you'll understand this one really fast, but it's a gnome restaurant guide. So, I am honestly very excited. Speaking of, that's actually the reason why there's not an Ironman completion video, for the past, 2-3 days. I think it's 3 now. I think technically including Sunday, it'll be 3. So it'll be 3 days of break between videos, but that's the main reason, honestly, why there's a small kind of gap. But it's not really that bad. 4 days for a video isn't too bad. Although not gonna lie, the content of the video is probably gonna be as much as you would expect out of a 2 to 3 day video. So that I apologize for. But yeah, I didn't mean to, but I put a little bit too much time into this video. Not I mean that's what I'm trying to say. I meant to put this much time into this video, but I kind of didn't mean to do it all at once. I meant to do it slowly during this week and finish Thursday the guide, and then I was going to like, show it to some people, get some feedback, edit it again like Friday, Saturday, and then release it Sunday. But what I did was Saturday I spent probably like 8 hours on it. Sunday I probably spent another 8+ hours on it, and I think I did a few hours on Friday. So this is just the editing, by the way. So I spent probably close to 20 hours just editing it. And well, one, I was also learning how to edit, like a guide, because I know I edit my Ironman completion videos, but that's a little different. That's a little bit different, and it's a lot easier compared to making a guide. You'll see when my guide comes out, you'll understand like where the editing's coming from. Like it's lining up a lot of things like on the screen. Like there's sections where I have like 20 lines of like 20 different like I guess little inputs, and I gotta like make sure they all time perfectly and they all work. And you'll see in the video, but so yeah, that's been my learning experience. So basically, I lost my entire weekend to that for video making. So I apologize partially for that, but at the same time, I don't want to just make Ironman completion videos. I love the Ironman completion series, and I won't be stopping that because I honestly really love going for drop goals on my account. Like that's really fun. So that won't stop. But you know, thinking about it, the channel, like I always want to do more. So that's why, like, someone might be asking, why are you making a gnome restaurant guy? No one does gnome restaurant. But you know, one, I'm doing gnome restaurant. That's my quote unquote my first guide because it's a mini game that I'm very knowledgeable in. So that's one thing. It's like easier for me to make, and it's a learning curve. So. And if you're curious, I do have a few more guides planned. Like I think 3 more guides planned at the moment. Like I have a little like not spreadsheet, but I just have stuff I write down like ideas and stuff, and I have 3 more planned. I think those 3 will actually come out eventually, but they won't be as high budget as in time. Like they shouldn't. None of them should take 20 hours. They might all take 20 hours combined. So, and also have another video. It's not a guide. Well, it's kind of a guide, but you'll see that. Maybe you'll see that one later, but I'm not planning on seizing that one at all right now. I still have to do research on it. Basically, also, I'm curious. So this is how I do my guides right now. Since I've only done one, so of course, like my system will probably change after I do multiple. Like my system, quote unquote, on making an Ironman completion series video is so much different than when I first started. So of course, it'll probably change, but my little quote unquote structure for the guys is very first I write down ideas, and then I brainstorm. Like I said, I brainstorm, find out which guide I really want to do, and then I go research. Research can mean I can look on websites, like I can look on the wiki, look at information. I can look at other people's guides. I can just to see what other people have covered, how it is. Well, medium clue scroll. We're gonna have to do that in the. You know what? I'm not gonna tease in here, but watch the Ironman completion series, and we will do this medium clue if you have to care about medium clues. But enough of that. Where was I? Oh yeah. So I research a lot of things, and then I start planning. I start planning what am I gonna do? What am I gonna say in the guide? How am I gonna say it? What structure do I want? What am my intro? And then after that, I start getting graphics. I start getting I start pulling graphics basically from stuff. So it's pretty fun. Honestly, I really enjoyed making the guides. What else did I need to talk about? Not much. Actually, there's one thing I want to talk about. So if you're a decent long quote unquote long time follower of the channel, which long time. The channel's been up for I guess right now like a month and a half now, maybe a month and 3 weeks, something like so close to 2 months. But honestly, it really doesn't feel like that long. It really doesn't. So, but yeah, if you're a follower from like the first 2 weeks, I swear in one of those videos I said that I like to make my videos at my Ironman. I'm just gonna call it the ICS, aka the Ironman completion series. So I like making my ICS series I just called it the Ironman completion series, but I like making my Iron completion vids basically at a 2 to 3 day schedule. I said However, I think I'm gonna probably shift that over to a 3 to 4 day and keep it like that. And the reason for that is because it lets me have time to get one good clips because I don't want to just put in like I don't know, quote unquote filler. So that's one of the reasons. But another reason is crap, I honestly lost train of thought. Oh yeah. So it gives me time to branch off, quote unquote, from that because although I do love the Wish series and I will not stop it, of course, it can't be the only thing on my channel. I don't want it to be the only thing people come to my channel because theoretically, if tomorrow nobody cares about the videos, what do I do? I would have to create a new series. I would have to do something. So I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. Was what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So that's why I started the Fletch Rambles series, like the videos like these. I started these like I think 2 weeks ago or something like that. So speaking of this, like I said, this is the first one that actually hasn't had a script. Well, not a script because the other ones kind of had a script, quote unquote, because I knew what I was talking about. I knew I was going to talk about the Q&A or the behind the scenes. So that's kind of a structure. This one doesn't have any structure. I just knew I wanted to talk about stuff. But actually, speaking of, if you actually made it this part of the video, like I don't know if people really watch all of it, but let me know in the comments. Do you like this? Do you like me talking kind of like a real ramble, quote unquote? Do you like me just talking about things, or do you still? I mean, I'll still do the behind the scenes Q&A ones. Which, speaking of, I'll probably do one in 2 days. I think I'm gonna do back to back to back videos. So today is going to be a Fletch Rambles. The next day is going to be a completion series, and then I might, yeah, I'll do one. Might do a ramble. If I'm going to do a ramble, it's going to be the next day. So I'll have two this week, and then my guide will be coming out this Sunday. If you're curious. Which, by the way, like I said, I did put 20 hours into it, so please be I guess the word is considerate if you're going to leave if you're going to be thinking like oh, why did he waste his time making a Rome restaurant guy? That's shitty. No one's going to do it. Please be a little considerate. Like it was. If anything, I did it for more than my enjoyment, and two, just to help people. So if it helps one person, my job is done. If it helps one person train the mini game or do it or something, my job is done. Honestly, that's all I wanted. I just want to help at least one person. Like that's all my goal is. Honestly, that's the end of the goal. Like my entire YouTube channel has been so far. If when I click publish and people are enjoying it, that's my goal. That is the goal of the channel. Like there's literally no other reason for me to do YouTube. Or my personal reasons. Like I said, like this it's pretty much just other people's entertainment. And maybe mine a little bit. Because I do enjoy I enjoy it. Honestly speaking of, because I haven't really been able to talk about YouTube like ever. But yeah, like actually, you know what? Do I have time? Actually, speaking of, I have class in like 30 minutes, but I need to basically it takes me like 20 minutes to get there, so I have to leave in about 10 minutes. So if this if this video goes over like 10 more minutes, just know I'm probably late to class for you guys. But is today Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. Okay. I was trying to think of my schedule in my head, and I was like, shit, did I miss? Am I miss lit? But no. Speaking of, if you're curious, my next class is calculus. Well, today, like my only class is calculus, so that's fun. And it's just intro. It's just elementary like basically the basic level calculus. So it's nothing like amazingly hard, but it's different. But that's enough about that. But yeah, I haven't really been able to talk about YouTube itself. And a little background, because I might make its own separate like topic or video to another day. But a little background on YouTube for me, like I have. If you ever looked, I know you can pretty look. I think in the about section that it'll say like how old the channel is itself, and it should say that the channel is like 3.5 years old. So I made the YouTube channel name Overfletch, and I believe 2012, late 2012, and that was just to quote unquote keep my brand, and by that I mean just have my personal YouTube RuneScape name as my YouTube channel, just because like haven't I don't think I ever had intentions of making videos that long ago, but honestly I've always wanted to do YouTube, so it was just when I pulled the trigger. So I finally pulled the trigger like is that this year. I just got a golden loot beam. I can't see one. I swear it says in my chat that I got a golden loot beam. Oh well, we'll find it. Yeah, I'll just keep talking and we'll find it, but actually, you know what? I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna look for it. Well, I couldn't find whatever shined, but I have pretty sure it was that. Yeah, that was the clue. I don't honestly know what that was. So if I just missed a well, it wouldn't be a dragon pickaxe. So that I'd get messages from friends. I know I would. So if anything, it might have just been a hand cannon I lost. But oh well. Wait, there's something all the way over there. Nope, that's not it. This is just distracting me. Where was I honestly? Honestly don't know where I was. Even though this was like 30 seconds ago. I really don't know where I was, but okay. Yeah, I know it was kind of what I was talking about, but like basically like I started YouTube finally. And also a couple of people ask, maybe not a whole bit, but people do ask this why did I start my channel or my videos about my Ironman after I maxed? Now, I had a few reasons for this. One of the main reasons is that my my house, my home, but quote unquote, my basically like I live in an apartment right now, but back when I started the Ironman, which was around the time Ironman came out. When that happened, I wasn't really able to get to make good videos. Basically, like it just wasn't the proper setting. I don't know how else to explain it. Basically, I just wasn't in the proper setting to make videos. So through that, I just didn't want to. So that's why I never made videos back then. And I honestly couldn't start make videos till about early 2016. Like I started like 5 months ago, but the reasoning not starting back then either was that basically like when I started, okay, I could really started about a few months until I'm maxing, about a month, because as you're unaware, basically all of 2015 of my Ironman, I just did a lot of bossing, PVM, fun stuff, basically a lot of stuff I just wanted to do for fun, shits and gaggles, whatever. But about actually I remember because I do this thing I do this thing myself. Like I've always done this myself, which honestly I consider you guys doing. It's called I do my own quote unquote year in review for my account. I set myself goals that I think I can attain in that year. And honestly, you can do this anything, not just for RuneScape. Do this for your life. It really is good, honestly. It's really healthy in my opinion. It's kind of like a New Year's resolution, but just like make it attainable. Make it attainable goals that you think you will be doing. And honestly, it's just really nice to have. But one of my goals for 2015 was what was it? It was a Nox weapon. I got that tier 90, which was my Ascension bow. I got my Ascension bow like really early on. I think I got it 6 months into my account because I basically, maybe like 7 months into my account. So something like that. I don't remember. Speaking of this actually reminds me of a topic I actually want to address for a second. I have a quote unquote a big video that will be underdeveloped next month, and it'll be released in October. Now this is really far away, but basically it's going to be my like how do I word this? Basically, it's just my entire Ironman since because like in October 13th, I believe. I might be wrong. I don't really care to check. I'm lazy, but I also have class really soon. But yeah, October 13th, I believe, is the anniversary of Ironman mode. So I plan to make a huge video just talking about everything because I know like I didn't vid all my stuff. So, but one thing I did do is I pretty much screenshotted a ton of my account. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably go through a lot of that. I'll probably go through a lot of things that happen in our community. I'll probably just talk. Pretty much it'd be kind of like a ramble, but not really. So that'll be a very big video, but that's not gonna come out till October 13th. So I don't even know why I'm talking about that right now. It's like nobody would probably really care at the moment because you'll probably all forget. I won't though. Just know if you really like seeing a lot of random, like a lot of new things, no, that will be a thing. Speaking of new things, I really am excited for that guide. Honestly, I forgot what I was saying before I interrupted myself. I do that a lot. Like a lot of times I'll be thinking about something and my train of thought just jumps and then I forget about what the first thing was. So rip that. And honestly, I don't know why I'm picking up these muddy keys. I think they give bloodweed seeds now. I don't honestly remember. But what else do I need to talk about? I need to talk about some more things, but I actually really have to leave for class in about the next 8 minutes. So probably about 10. I don't actually care about this class too much, but I mean, I lied. I do care about the class, but it's not a class where you have to get there right on time. If you're 5 minutes late, it's okay. It is not a class where you need to get there right as soon as the teacher starts, because he's kind of sluggish about starting. So it's not the worst thing in the world. But what else do I need to talk about? Um, yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So my goals for at the end of 2015, I was looking at my all my my goals for 2015, and I think I accomplished all of them. I think I did because they were pretty attainable in my eyes, and I did them all. I'm pretty sure. But what I also do is I look at my account, my stats, everything at the end of the year, and I think, what am I gonna do for next year? And I just said to myself, I'm like I think I was like 2200 total level, which isn't bad. But like well, I think all my melees were like max. I think I had like 60 thieving, like 60 hunter or something really. I had really stupid. Like I had a lot of stats at like 90s, 80s, a few 70s, and then like I said, there's some really bad low level like 60 or high 60 or really low 70s, and I was just like, wow, my stats honestly aren't that good. And like a lot of my friends were getting closest to max during that time. So like as an Ironman, and I was just like, wow, my count really is is low for its like combat, like for its stats, like as a skiller. So I decided, you know what, I will be going for Maxscape. In about February of 2016, I started going for Maxscape, like as an actively going for it, and I accomplished that in June 23rd. I think June 23rd. I don't remember. I have a screenshot somewhere, which I'll probably talk about my like one day, but just know, if you're curious, like it took me basically 4 months to max, but that's with prep. That's with prep, as in like I had a lot of skilling supplies. I had a lot of other things. I had all my combats finished, so it didn't really take. It took me honestly. I probably could max in like 8 to 9 months if I started a new account and I went hard on it. If I just went for max and I didn't care about any item goals, like when I was a low level, I started it's a little off topic, but it's a ramble. I don't really care. But I started DKs like the second day of Ironman mode with 20 magic. Like the reason was just because it was Ironman mode. It was new. It was fun. I didn't care about efficiency, like all that stuff. So I started that at 20 magic, trying to just get an early drop and just be like showing off to all my friends, like, oh my god, I got the first B ring on Iron Man or something, like even though it probably wouldn't even been, but it's just a fun thing. It's a fun thing to do. Speaking of, I actually started Curl to Suroff at 60 magic with a Zami staff, like one of the first few weeks of Iron Man mode. That was fun. Then I quickly realized that like like after because I heard about the kiting method. I never really did it until Ironman mode, so I had to start. Basically, speaking of, this is actually kind of thing. I'll talk about that later, but yeah, like I had to basically build my own kiting method because no one else really had stuff. So after just doing it for a while, I got it down. But then I decided, I do tier 70, so I'm gonna get that, and then all the fun stuff, and then the rest is history, basically. But I don't want to get too off topic like over there because that is some stuff I can talk about in another video. So I don't always want to leave some topics for the next one basically. But Yeah, probably curious. Like, I think I did say in the earlier part of this video why I'm at uh the dwarf thing is which is for handing cannons, and honestly thought I'd get more than one at the moment. I only wanted like one or two, honestly, and then I was going to be like, okay, done here. But yeah, what else do I need to talk about? I feel like I need to talk about a few things before I leave. I'm also on kind of on the time restraint. Um, I think I set my schedule. I'll make sure I'll reiterate that just in case maybe someone didn't catch it. Uh, Wednesday, which is today, this video will go up. So probably in a few hours of making this, I'll probably come back and I'll make sure it's good and I'll do all that stuff. Thursday, you should see an Ironman completion video. Friday, you should see another ramble. And Sunday, you should see the guide. So if you're one of my I know I have some like good quote unquote good supporters because like anybody that as long even if you just click on one video and that's it, you don't do anything else, you're still a supporter, you're still a very good supporter. But I know I have some supporters that are like that literally they see a video and they instantly like it. Which by the way, like honestly, that is the best way to quote unquote support the channel. Is just to leave a like, even leave comments. Especially, I love reading comments. I love having a nice active like little chat. But those two things, if you ever want to be like, how can I be, I guess, more interactive or more supportive? If you really want to be, which that's above and beyond, honestly. Like I said, the very minimum, all you need to do, honestly, what you really should do, quote unquote, is just watch the video. So, but I mean, speaking of but if someone who doesn't like the channel, that's okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting really like, not the word political, but I'm kind of getting really a little interesting here. But basically, moral of the story is that if you're one of those people that just loves like supporting, if you really want to be really supportive, I really want to really love to see some likes on the guide, which kind of a little sellout, not really sellout, but you know what I mean. It's kind of greedy, I guess. Maybe not greedy. It's kind of weird, I guess, to ask for likes on a video that hasn't even come out yet. So let me say this actually: if you believe the guide is actually like decent and you would like to see more, then just let me know that support because like I said, it's my first guide and I'm very excited. Honestly, I'm like I said, I spent so much time working on it and I'm very excited about the guide. But I don't want to make this video just about my guide. So do you have anything else to talk about? This is actually gonna be a shorter one, I think, compared to my other ones. Like the last one was 46 minutes, so this will not hit 46 minutes. I know that because I'll be late for class, but I believe that's it. Um, I'm trying to think because I don't want to leave and then have to like add in another part, but I believe this will be it for today. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Honestly, trying to think. I think I had something else I wanted to talk about, which is why I haven't ended it yet. Oh yeah, I did want to discuss one thing. So, if you made it this far in the video, you're probably either one, just a supporter of the channel, or two, you're just a guy who likes watching the rambles, which either of those is completely fine. But I do want to mention that next weekend, pretty sure it's next weekend, it's the the first weekend of September, basically. That weekend, I will be busy the entire weekend. I have some friends coming over, and we're going to Dragon Con. Which you don't know, is in Atlanta, Georgia. So, yep, I live close to Atlanta, as in like I can drive to it in a day. So now you know my docs. I'm within 24 hours of Atlanta. So yeah, yeah, doxed #doxed. But yeah, I'm going to Dragon Con with some friends first weekend of September. So I'm my goal, honestly, after the guide, like I think my goal will be starting Friday, is I'm gonna try to get a video ready in Ironman video ready in like 2 days, but I'll try and release it like in 3 to 4 days, and then I'll try to get another one stacked up, and probably another one, so I can have one posted while I'm gone, as in like while I'm busy that weekend, and I'll try to have another I'll probably record another ramble or two also. So. I think that'll be it. Yeah, I know what to do. Okay. I don't actually, I don't want to spoil things because I don't want to spoil things, basically, I don't like covering things that I'm not going to do. Like, every plan I've told like in my videos, they're plans that will happen. My opinion will happen unless I just start doing the idea and they don't like it. Which, speaking of, I really don't. Honestly, a lot of times I don't know like what I've said before on my channel and what I've like. Because a lot of times I've recorded things but just deleted it because like I actually tried doing another guide about a week or two ago when the Wilderness came out, but I just didn't enjoy it myself. So if I'm not gonna enjoy my content, why would I release it? So I didn't release it. But that was also a little off topic. But it's a ramble. It's not meant to be on topic. So yeah, I believe that is going to do it for today. If you have anything, like usual, if you have anything you want to leave in the comments, any suggestions, especially for anything, let me know if you're excited for the guide, and let me know if you care. Which, by the way, honestly, I was very surprised to figure out how. Actually, you know what? I can say this also. I want to say two things. Number one, I'm very surprised how good money per hour Gnome Restaurant is if you think about it, which I'll probably discuss in another video. But another thing is that I did this video with my other account, aka my non-Ironman. And the funny thing is, if you are longer watcher of my videos of my completion series, you would know that I got a gnome scarf on this account at like around 30ish hours. I say 30 hours in the video, but honestly, thinking about it, I'm not 100% sure it was at 30. It might have been like 25 at the minimum, but it was a lot of time. So I don't know how many deliveries. I just know I got 4 gnome goggles and 1 scarf. 1 scarf being the last one I got. But on my main account, on the non-Ironman, I got a scarf on my 5th delivery because I did 3 deliveries for the video to get the token. I'll talk about that. And then I did a few more because I was just AFK, and I got a freaking gnome scarf, and I sold that for 12.3 mil. If you're curious, so that's why I was saying like how good money it is, because it's 12 mil. That's a lot of money. But actually, I am out of time, guys. If anything else I didn't mention, please leave in the comments. Like I say, usual. If you're not, if this is your first time watching these videos, make sure you check out the other rambles. Make sure you check out the completion series, and too soon the guides. And anything else, I think that is it for me. Like I said, I love you all very much. Thank you all so much for the support. By the way, I don't talk about that enough. And like I said, I'm getting so much support, so little time that I've done YouTube, honestly. So I want to reiterate that again. Like, thank you. Like, it is amazing. But like I said, I am out of time, guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you very soon with another video. Take care, everyone.